What's going on, everyone? So we are right around the corner, literally right around the corner from the Lakers taking on the Denver Nuggets, and I cannot wait. First game of the NBA season, and I'm excited to just dive into and just go through the season like we did last year, doing all the live streams and just going on this ride. Like, I am genuinely pumped and excited. Like, seriously. Because this is the first time in a long time where I really feel like, oh no, the Lakers, they're hoisting the Larry O'Brien trophy. Right now, obviously, there's outliers and, injuries and all kinds of stuff that could happen. But I fully believe if we see Anthony Davis play the way he played in preseason, LeBron James looks healthy and ready to go, D'Lo looks like a new man, like this depth, this talent, this roster, it's going to take a little time, don't get me wrong, for us to fully kind of hit our stride. But as this season progresses, the better and better we're going to get. And I'm pumped for the journey. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, because it's going to be a journey and I want you along for the ride. But first matchup is Denver Nuggets, right? And as we go into this Nuggets series, there's this sort of bad blood, right? Even LeBron was kind of like, oh, there's this day that everyone's going to, basically meet my wrath, so to speak. I'm paraphrasing, it's not what he said exactly, but something along those lines, right? And you heard all the noise. Now, the players weren't the ones that were making the noise. I mean, the players even, gave the Lakers credit. Even Bruce Brown was, super high on the Lakers, right? He talked about how, we genuinely were concerned with the Lakers. Every game was super close. Every one of those games, we felt like we might lose that game. And he was like, even the Phoenix Suns, we blew them out every game. They weren't really a competition. It was the Lakers. And they gave the compliments. But the head coach and Mike Malone, the owner, all these guys just kept talking and talking and talking. And you know that the Lakers were taking notes and listening, especially LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I mean, Anthony Davis said as much. He was like, look, me and LeBron heard the noise, and it was like, all right, talk your talk in the beginning, and then he just kept going, and it was like, all right, we got to do this, right? And I love that, because that just gave them motivation. And now the Lakers have the core that led them to the Western Conference Finals, bleeding in with the new just core players that were going to have the deepest team in the roster, or in the league, in my opinion, deepest roster in the league, in my opinion. I'm just pumped. I mean, we have size, we have versatility, we have shooting, we have everything you could want. Are we a perfect team? Absolutely not, right? But what team is? Every team has their holes, every team has their flaws, but we have two top 10 superstars. We have more depth than I think LeBron has ever had in his career, right? LeBron's had a lot of excellent teams, don't get me wrong, and he's had a lot of just quality players, but a lot of those teams were front-loaded, right? And even some of the ones that were deep, quote unquote, were only 6-7 guys, really. Where this, I mean, there's a real argument for the 12th guy to even start. It's insane the depth that this roster has. And now they got to go out there and they got to do what they got to do. They got to put their butts in gear and go take on the Denver Nuggets, because this is something that I have anxiously been waiting for. Right? We're 1-1 in conference finals, right? And obviously, look, it will be nice to go into Denver, beat them opening night, start the season 1-0, on top of starting the season 1-0, going and, just spoiling the ring night, right? Kind of silence the crowd a little bit, silence the haters, silence Mike Malone. It would be nice to do all that. But this isn't the same thing as winning the Western Conference Finals, right? And I hope, I genuinely hope we play Denver in the playoffs. I don't want Phoenix or somebody else to beat them. I really don't. I want the Lakers to beat them, right? We beat them in the bubble and in the Western Conference Finals in 2020. They beat us this year. Both teams that won the NBA championship. Lakers beat Denver, won the NBA championship. Denver beat the Lakers. They won the NBA championship. We need that third sort of showdown and rematch, and the Lakers go and smack them. But a good step in the right direction would be to smack Denver on that opening night. I would love to see that. I'd love to see the Lakers I hope that they are. I hope that they buckle down. I hope that they focus. I hope that they understand the significance of this game. Now, look, I don't mean it significance in the sense of like, oh, like it's do or die for. No, it's nothing like that. It's the first game of the NBA season. Obviously, there's a lot that goes into just the ins and outs of an 82 game season, right? Them losing the first game doesn't mean that they're that's it. They're a play-in team, and winning the first game doesn't mean that, like, oh no, that's it. Give them the NBA championship, right? Again, we can't get too high with the highs. We can't get too low with the lows. But it would be nice to just get that early win, get that start, feel good about ourselves, right? Start the season on a positive note, have that boat of confidence that we can now carry over through into the NBA season. Kind of, relinquish some of the demons here. D'Angelo Russell, right? He needs to kind of step up. He was lackluster in that Western Conference Finals. It wasn't all on him, but he did. He was disappointing, right? And it would have been nice to see him be better in that series. But you look at this game, and it's like, okay, if D'Lo, if he can ball out and he can show up, that would be huge, right? LeBron and AD, they don't get outplayed by Jamal Murray by himself, right? Not even counting Jokic, right? Like we establish, like, okay, we're here, right? Oh, if you thought we were this team that we were, we're here. All of the noise from ESPN and all of these media outlets, and you hear all these, like, Andrew Bogut talking about, like, oh, like, Lakers, I see them as a 10 seed. All right, so we're worse this year than we were last year. Interesting. All right, even though we just brought back a team that went to the Western Conference Finals. Not only did we bring back a team that went to the Western Conference Finals, but then we added a bunch of depth, and not just like random depth. One of the guys was in the NBA Finals as the starting point guard. The other guy was the second leading scorer on the Dallas Mavericks behind Luka Doncic. The other guy was an excellent prototypical 3-and-D style guy. Another guy is a young, athletic, sizable wing that can do pretty much anything. He's not great. He's definitely a project, but he's a guy that can make an impact. And we got a young center that is basically a modern JaVale McGee at this point in his career. That's 23 years old. That's hyper athletic, runs the floor well, great rim pressure, all of that. But okay, right? We're worse this year than we were last year. And I can't wait for the Lakers to go and just silence all these people. All right? And I'm not even talking about just the Denver game, because again, we gotta be good. And our schedule is rough, right? Our schedule is grueling. But I fully expect us to lock down, lock in, and be focused, right? Like this game should mean something to everybody, right? Because there was all the noise, even the new guys that weren't here last year. This is a brotherhood. This is you're a Laker. They were talking bad about you. They're Mike Malone a week ago was talking, I don't understand what the difference is, trash talk, but okay. Right? Like you need to back up your brothers, you need to back up that support. It's time to go. It's time to put on those gloves and get in the ring. Right? Let's show them who's boss. Go into Denver, win that game, ruin their ring ceremony. It's what we need to do. Let's get this done. I fully believe in the Lakers. I fully expect the Lakers to get this done, and I'm pumped. I really am. I'm excited. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think the Lakers get it done in Denver on Tuesday? Do you think, it's going to be tough, that first game. It's only the first game. Again, whatever happens, don't get too high with the highs, too lows with the lows, right? All season. It's something I tried to preach and get across all year last year. Let's let things unfold. Let's let things play out. The Lakers could beat Denver by 40. I'm not going to be like, oh, that's it. I do believe the Lakers are going to win the NBA championship, or they're going to be right there. I think they're going to be close at worst. But it's not because they beat Denver opening night, right? So even whether they win by 40 or lose by 40, I'm not concerned. It's how does the rest of the season look? How does the overall package and result look? That's what I care about. But Again, love to hear thoughts and opinions, so let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. I appreciate you. See you all in the next one. Thank you.